Students, so today we have reached to the fourth part of our chapter Fundamental Unit of Life. In this part we will discuss about the content within the cell under the heading Structure of the Cell. So first of all, when we want to discuss about the plant cell, the outermost layer of the plant cell is cell wall. It is the structure that is only present in case of plant cells, bacterial cells and fungi. Cell wall is totally absent in case of animals. If we look at the composition of the cell wall is made up of cellulose. Right? This cell wall is providing a rigid protective covering. The cell wall is always outside the plasma membrane. Now here in this diagram you can see this structure of dark green and the green and red color, they are the content of cell wall. Cell wall basically is composed of middle lamella, primary cell wall and secondary cell wall. Plasmodesmata are the gaps in between the cell wall by which the cell can communicate with the adjacent cells. So, the cell wall consists of three layers: the middle lamella, primary cell wall and the secondary cell wall. The middle lamella is the thin amorphous cement. This one is the thin amorphous cement between the two adjacent cells. Primary cell wall is found outside the middle lamella. The outside layer around this red layer you can see this green layer, that is primary cell wall. It is produced inner to the middle lamella. And then secondary cell wall, which is the most thickest layer, is found inner to the primary cell wall. So the cell wall consists of three layers: the middle lamella, primary cell wall and the secondary cell wall. Now if we look at the composition, again listen carefully, that plant cell wall is made up of cellulose. Fungal cell wall is always made up of chitin, and bacterial cell wall is made up of lipopolysaccharides. Lipopolysaccharides means lipids plus polysaccharides, which are sugars. This you have to remember carefully, that the composition of cell wall is different in case of plants, fungi and bacteria. In plants, the cell wall is made up of cellulose. In case of fungi, it is made up of chitin, and in case of bacteria, it is made up of lipopolysaccharides. Now, if we look at the functions of cell wall, what is the significance of the cell wall in the plant cells, in the bacterial cells? Now, the functions of cell wall are that cell wall gives a definite shape to the plant cells, right? A particular shape is due to the cell wall. Next, the cell wall is also providing mechanical strength. It is the protective covering, it is giving a mechanical strength to the cell. And also, because of that mechanical strength, the cell can remain protected from the injuries. So these are the basic functions of cell wall. Clear? So this is all about cell wall. First of all, you have to remember that cell wall is present in case of plants, fungi and bacteria. In case of plants, it is made up of cellulose. In case of fungi, it is made up of chitin. In case of bacteria, it is made up of lipopolysaccharide. The next thing that you have to remember, that cell wall is mainly consists of three layers, which are middle lamella, primary wall and the secondary wall. The primary wall is first formed around the middle lamella and then the secondary wall is formed. So the innermost is the middle lamella, then the primary cell wall and then the secondary cell wall. In the functions of cell wall, you have to mention that cell wall gives definite shape to the cells, it provides mechanical strength to the cells and it protects the cell against the injuries. Now inside the cell wall and the plasma membrane, inside the cell wall and the plasma membrane, the fluid that is enclosed is called cytoplasm. Cyto means cell and plasma means fluid. The fluid of the cell is called cytoplasm. This cytoplasm is the fluid which contains many cell organelles in it. All the cell organelles, they remain suspended in the cytoplasm, and these cell organelles are performing their specific functions. Clear? Now this cytoplasm is functioning. Very important role in case of cell. First of all, the cytoplasm helps the cell for intracellular distribution of all the biomolecules. Either they are enzymes or the nutrients, fats, all these biomolecules are distributed evenly within the cytoplasm. And also the cytoplasm, as it contains all the cell organelles, these biomolecules are synthesized within the cytoplasm. Proteins are synthesized on endoplasmic reticulum, nucleotides are there in the nucleus, fatty acids are synthesized on the ER again. So all these biomolecules are synthesized on cytoplasm. I hope now the structure and the composition functions of cell wall and cytoplasm are clear to you. That's it for today. Thank you.